Hello everyone, welcome to this massive session, synchronous session of our module number 6, My World in Another Language. I'm just gonna do some testing to see if I have proper sound. Just give me 1 minute. Hello everyone. Yes, we have sound, very good. So welcome to this massive session of week number 2 of our module number 6, My World in Another Language from Prepa Línea CEP. My name is Emmanuel Vázquez Nieto, and I'm a virtual advisor, a facilitator that is working currently in the module number 6. And you have this tool so you can take advantage of, so you can, if you weren't able to be with your facilitator when he or she made their synchronous session, you can take advantage of this, yes? And I'm gonna be here to help you. I'm gonna show you what you have to do on week number 2. Yes. ¿Qué tal? Bienvenidos a esta sesión masiva de la segunda semana, módulo número 6, Mi Mundo en Otra Lengua, de Prepa Línea CEP. Mi nombre es Emmanuel Vázquez Nieto. Yo soy facilitador que actualmente está dándole seguimiento a lo que sería el trabajo del módulo 6. Me voy a estar manejando completamente en inglés en la sesión. Por ahí veo que se conectaron algunas personas. Si requieren que yo les explique algo en español, lo puedo hacer con mucho gusto, pero les comento que lo voy a hacer todo en inglés, okay? Very well. Now, the structure of the session is the following one. First, we have an introduction, which is the thing we're doing right now. Then I'm going to give you some tips to improve your pronunciation. After that, we're going to go into the work you need to do in week number 2. And that's where we're going to spend most of the time of the session, yes? I'm going to open a specific space for questions and doubts you may have, but through several times in the session, I'm going to stop myself and see if you have any questions, yes? And after that, we can go into the closure and the farewell of the session, yes? Okay, so we are on week number 2, which goes from November 2nd until November 8th. And it's unit number 2, Where is mine? The first thing I will tell you to do is the following. I will invite you to check this resource you have in the week called the guide. Yes, because this one tells you which resources you need to check in order to do maybe activity number 3. Yes, or which other resources you need to check so you can do the activity of activity number 4, yes? So this one is very, very important. Try to take a look at it as soon as you can, because this one will guide you to the things you need to do in week number 2. Also, the vocabulary of week number 2, it's very important, because this one tells you which vocabulary you need to use in the work you need to do, yes? Now, the resources you have of the week, they go like the use of WH words, possessive pronouns, definite article da, etc. Yes, and one that is very important is the preposition of place, because this resource you need to, this topic, you need to use it for both activities, and that's the adverbs of time also you need to check. You have a learning forum, which you will try to use it to your advantage so you can practice the English language, yes? Because it is through practice that we can achieve a proper use of the English language, yes? And the activities you have is activity number 3, Be My Guest, number 4, Come to My House, number 3, Where is my? Activity number 4, Description, to learn further and to practice further. I'm just going to do one thing. Give me 1 moment. Yes, so I have the yes, I have the proper thing I wanted to use from the beginning. I'm sorry. Okay, very well. Now, the next thing we need to just give me 1 moment. Okay, the next thing I want to check with you is I'm going to give you some tips so you can improve your pronunciation, yes? And these tips are the following one, yes? The first thing I will invite you to do is to imitate someone, to mimic someone that you, maybe an actor, a singer, maybe someone that tells the news on the TV, maybe from a podcast, to imitate the way he or she talks. Yes, maybe I don't know. I have an actor that he just passed away. His name was Sean Connery, and I really like the way he talked. So sometimes I try to imitate the way he talks. I try to imitate the way he opened his mouth, so I could mimic the way he used to talk. Yes. The next thing I will tell you to do is to record yourself. Record yourself and be your own judge. Yes. So you can determine if you have a good pronunciation, maybe if you have an area and opportunity, so you can improve the way you talk. Yes. That will be the second one. Record yourself and listen to yourself, to your own voice. Yes. The next thing I will invite you to do is to check online. Yes, if maybe you don't know the way, you have to tell the word lluvia in español. Yes, but if you use Google Translate, that will be the only case I will invite you to use Google Translate, is to check the way you need to tell that word. Because if you write it in Spanish, it's going to give you the translation. Yes, and if you click right here on the small sound thing we have right here, it's going to tell you that you need to pronunciate like rain. Yes, it's going to tell you how to say a word. Yes. The other thing I will invite you to do is to listen to music in English. Some TV shows you may have, news broadcasts, or podcasts in English. Yes. And nowadays we have Netflix, we have Amazon Prime, we have Disney Plus. We have a lot of options to listen to things in English. Yes, so we could take advantage of those things. Yes, listen to music, TV shows, news broadcast, or podcast in English. Yes, and the only way you could, in the end, say that you have mastered the way of speaking in English and writing is to practice it. That's the only way. That's the only way you can achieve to speak and write in English. Practice. Practice all the time. Maybe if you have someone that speaks English, tell him, hey, listen, I want to practice my English. Can you help me? And he or she may tell you, yes, of course, I can help you. Or maybe there are some coffee clubs, in conversation clubs, I mean, in some cities. So try to look online. Online there are several options also that you can go into a conversation club and practice. Yes? Very well. The content of this week is the following one. This is my, these are my, where is, where are. Here you need to apply the knowledge of the singular things and the plural things. When to use is or are. Yes? Then how can I get to exploring my neighborhood? Very well. Now, this is the thing that I told you that is very important to use on the work you need to do on week number 2. Yes, these are the prepositions of place. And this one you need to use it to specify where is something. Yes. Este recurso se los voy a compartir también en español, se los voy a explicar en español porque este recurso no viene en lo que serían los recursos de la semana en plataforma de pronunciación, pero este lo utilizamos para las preposiciones de lugar. Y esto es muy importante para poder especificar en qué lugar se encuentra algo. Yes? Es, in sería dentro de, on sería sobre, under sería debajo de, next to sería al lado de, behind sería detrás de, in front of sería enfrente de, between sería entre. Yes? So the ball is in the box. The ball is on the box. The ball is under the box. The ball is next to the box. The ball is behind the box. The ball is in front of the box. And the ball is between the boxes. Yes, you have to put es at the end because this is a plural. Yes. So those are very important. Take a look at it because you're going to use it. I'm going to explain it how in just a moment. Very well. Por ahí veo que hay personas conectadas. Si hay dudas, les invito a que si quieren establecerlo en español, que lo hagamos. Ahorita les expliqué esto, que serán las preposiciones del lugar. Este recurso es muy importante porque no viene en la plataforma y este les ayuda para las actividades que vamos a realizar a continuación. Entonces, si hay alguna duda, por favor, coméntenme en español si quieren y yo les contesto en español, ¿vale? Very well. We're going to go into the activities you need to do in week number 2. For this, I have some screenshots of the activities, yes? Okay, the first activity called activity number 3, Be My Guest. In this one, you need to play the host that some British friend is going to visit you in town, yes? And you have invited him to so he or she can stay at your place while his journey is lasting, yes? The challenge is that you're gonna explain him where he or she can find objects that we use in a daily basis, yes? The purpose of this is so you can expose and you can describe where are the objects in your house, yes? In order that someone else can find them if he or she has a need to use them, yes? So you're gonna use, to do this activity, you need to use the grammatical notions you have of there is and there are, yes? Is for singular things and are for plural. You're gonna use the preposition of place. You're gonna edit documents in a word processor, and you're gonna make a recording, and also you're gonna save your information in the cloud, yes? So what you're gonna deliver is a file of Word, and where you're gonna describe the location of 10 objects in your house. Also, you're gonna include the link to your audio, yes? So your facilitator can listen to it, yes? And how are you gonna do it? You need to click on this link right here to download the template where you're gonna be working, yes? And then you can work on Microsoft Word or documents of Google, yes? You're gonna record an audio with the sentences you wrote to describe and identify the objects. Consider that the audio won't last more than 1 minute and a half, yes? You need to you need to save your audio in the cloud, copy the link, and then paste it on the document. Make sure that it has the correct permissions, the proper permissions, so your facilitator can listen to it. This is very important, yes? Because if you don't give the proper permissions, your facilitator won't be able to listen to the audio, yes? Be careful with this part. Now, you need to save it with this nomenclature you have right here. You have an example. You need to upload your file into the platform. Remember that you need to save it in doc or docx, so your facilitator can listen, can check it, yes? I will invite you on knowing how you're gonna be evaluated. You need to check this rubric you have right here so you can know which elements your facilitator will take in mind when he or she evaluates your work, yes? Very well, we're gonna check the file you need to work with, yes? So you have this activity, number 3. You have to imagine that this is your house and it's the same as the next in the pictures, yes? Okay, I'm sorry, I thought I lost let me check. I have a small issue with the connection. Let me see if I'm still here with you. Okay, I'm sorry, I thought I lost. Yes, we have some. Very good. I'm sorry. So I was telling you that this is the activity. Yes, you have 4 pictures, and some items of the picture are identified with a letter A, B, or C, D, F, E. Yes, H, G, I, and G. Yes. So you have to take a look at the pictures and then go into the next part where it tells you, after you have seen the picture, answer the question in 3 different ways. 3. This is very important, yes? For example, where is the hamburger? We take a look at where is the hamburger. The hamburger is right here. So you have to identify where is the hamburger, yes? Using the preposition of place. And you have to answer in 3 different ways, telling the people where the hamburger is. In the kitchen, there's a hamburger on the table. We have right here one preposition of place, another one. Yes? There is a hamburger between the salt and the glass in the kitchen. You are using the preposition of place. There's a hamburger on the dish in front of the fridge. So you have to use the prepositions of place, but answering the questions in 3 different ways, 1, 2, and 3. Yes? Be careful with that one. Now, you need to answer then, where is the microwave? The microwave is right here, letter A. Where are the fruits? Letter B, and so on. Yes? So you have to answer the questions in 3 different ways until you are in letter G. Yes? After that, in point number 3, it tells you, describe the living room. You can mention how many furniture there are, couches, lamps, pictures, tables, and its characteristics, color, size, and ubication. And for this, you need to take a look at this picture, the one you have right here, this one. This is the living room. So you have to describe it in detail, mentioning the furniture you have, the color, where is it, what does it have next to it, and if it's between something, in front of something, and so on. Yes? So that's activity number 3. And you have to, that's point number 3, I'm sorry. And here you need to paste the audio or URL of your audio. Yes? So you have to record saying the questions and giving the answers to the questions. Yes? That's activity number 3. Yes? Algo muy importante que deben de tomar en cuenta en esta actividad es que se debe de contestar de 3 maneras diferentes a esta pregunta que está aquí. Entonces, para que lo tomen en cuenta, y son 3 maneras diferentes, ¿sí? En esta parte tienen que describir el cuarto de estar, que sería esta imagen, y tienen que finalmente contestar aquí lo que sería, tienen que poner el link de su audio. That's activity number 3. I don't know if you have any questions. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat room. Very well. Now, for activity number 4, come to my house. Yes, in this one, so nowadays we have an app in our cell phones where we can know how to get to several places using the GPS. Yes. Now imagine that your friend that you invited him to stay to your house, he needs to go to several places like the museum, the bank, maybe the hospital, the supermarket, or whatever place he needs to go. Yes. So you need to give information on how to get to those different places. Yes. For this, you need to use the adverbs of time and again the prepositions of place. You're going to edit again in a Word document. You're going to record an audio and you're going to save your information in the cloud. For this, you have to click on this part, download the template, which we're going to see in just a moment. And then you need to work with it on Microsoft Word or documents of Google. You need to record an audio about the questions and the instruction on how to get to the different places. Yes? Consider that your audio doesn't last more than 1 minute and a half. You're gonna save your file on the cloud. You're gonna paste the link, but make sure that you have the link has the proper permission so your facilitator can listen to it. Then you need to save it with this nomenclature you have right here. You have an example. You're gonna upload it into the platform. You're gonna save it in .doc or .docx. Yes. And I'm gonna invite you to check on how you're gonna be evaluated. Yes. For both activities, they have to be delivered before Sunday, November 8th of 2020, before midnight. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna check the file you need to work with. This is the file. Yes. First, we have a map, and in a map we have the name of the streets. Yes. Several places, the market. We have a football pitch, a bookshop, a church, etc. Yes. And they are on different colors. They have different colors. You have to take a look at it, and once you have done that, you have to know how you can get to different places. Yes. After you have seen the map, you need to answer the question, but you need to use the adverb first after then. Yes. Like, for example, how can I go from the bus station to the baker's? So we take a look at the map. The bus station is right here, and the baker's is, where is it? It's right here, yes? So you have to give information on how to get to that place. There are several options on how he can go, but you can give the instruction on whatever you want, yes? But you need to use the adverbs of time. You need to use the name of the streets, yes? If you need to walk straight ahead to the north, you need to tell the name of the places we have, the color, the places, the color of those places, the places, and what I'm trying to say is that you need to give specific information on how to get to those places. Yes, try to be the most specific you can. For example, how can I go from the bus station to the baker's? First, walk straight ahead on Queens Avenue to the north. After that, pass 3 buildings. The bookshop, which is orange, a hotel that is blue, and the newsagent that is yellow. Then turn right on Oxford Street and walking. The bakery is next to the newsagent. If you can see, he or she is giving very specific instruction on how to go to those places in order so that the people won't get lost. Yes. So you have to do the same, following the example you have right here for different situations. Yes. For example, which way is the best to go from the bus station to your house? So you have to look for the bus station, and what is your house? Is right here. So you have to give them information on how to get to your house. Yes. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, it's 5. You have 5 different instructions you need to give so he or she can get to the different places. Yes. And that's what you need to do on activity number 4. And finally, here you need to put the audio of the link to your audio so your facilitator can listen to it. And that will be activity number 4. I don't know if you have any questions. Esta sería la actividad número 4. Tienen un mapa. En el mapa pues tienen incluido lo que sería los nombres de las calles, los diferentes lugares que hay en la ciudad, un hotel, un mercado, un banco, etc. Y aquí lo que tienen que hacer es dar instrucciones detalladas de cómo llegar a los diferentes lugares utilizando los adverbs of time. First, after, then. Aquí yo se los remarqué, ¿sí? Pero tratando de ser lo más específico que se pueda, dando las instrucciones para que la gente no se pierda en el camino. ¿Cómo lo pueden hacer? Especificando el nombre de las calles, si van hacia el norte, sur, este, oeste, si tienen que ir derecho, si tienen que dar a la derecha, si le tienen que dar a la derecha o a la izquierda, especificando los lugares por los que va a pasar, de qué color son y tratando de hacerlo más específico. Esto lo tienen que hacer 5 veces de diferentes, de punto A a punto B, en 5 ocasiones. Y finalmente tienen que poner el link de su audio en esta parte. Entonces, no sé si hay alguna pregunta. Prácticamente con esto podríamos estar concluyendo la sesión. Voy a abrir un espacio específico para preguntas. Ya prácticamente terminamos. Veo por ahí que hay algunas personas conectadas. Si hay alguna duda, voy a abrir un pequeño espacio para que me comenten. Y con mucho gusto se las puedo atender. Y como les había comentado, les puedo contestar en español. De un pequeño momento. Okay, me parece que no hay dudas. I think we don't have any questions, so we can finish the session. I would like you to thank you for your attention, and if you have any question, ask your facilitator. It's been a pleasure being with you, and keep working on. I know some people are afraid of the English language, but we use it nowadays everywhere, so try to take advantage of it. That will be all for my part. Thank you very much for your attention. Be safe. See you later. Goodbye.